So hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Why are you mocking me?
Because that's what you are.
She's making fun of me tonight. It's fucked up, bro. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
It felt like a Friday today until I got to work. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was like driving to work. I'm like, oh my god, it feels like Friday. I just saw Under Oath last night. I'm feeling good, and then walked into work and started doing my job, and I was like, it is certainly Monday.
Yeah.
So speaking of seeing Under Oath, I went to a couple of shows since we last did this. Wednesday, I saw Just Friends, Graduating Life, Bears and Trees.
Woo! Bears and Trees.
Crybaby, and a local opener, Pop Alma, I think was their name. It was pretty good. Honestly, not as many people there as I expected, but
really?
Just Friends was fun, like I said they would be, like I thought they would be. Graduating Life was one of the worst live bands I've ever seen.
Oh my god, why? Just tell us why.
Just
tell us
like
why.
Not into it. And like part of that was definitely like there obviously weren't as many people there as I'm sure at all of the other dates. And the locals and Bears and Trees brought a lot of people that left after those respective sets, so there just were like maybe 100 people there by the time that the rest of the set was coming out, and it was just like not into it at all. And like part of it might be like he's killing the project and he's just not into it, but also I think part of it was like the crowd was dead, so he wasn't into it and like just gave up. And I was like, this sucks.
Did he start out strong and then just kind of like fizzled out?
No, like just walked out, saw the crowd and was like, okay, fuck this. I'm going to go home actually. I'm like, and he was like, they were like doing a bit on stage where they were like, wow, we suck.
And you were like,
and I was like, yeah. Can you please like get off stage now? And he was like, wow, they don't want us to play any more songs, so here's another one. And I was like, wait, actually, we don't want you to play any more songs. Can you fuck off, please? This sucks really bad.
Wow.
It seems like some of their other shows on tour, I've seen pictures from like Philly and New York and shit, and it seemed like they were way more into it there. So it might have just been a Jersey thing, like I said, mixture of the crowd and just not being into it. The tour had a rough day that day because Just Friends had lost a tire. So
did you see?
I don't know if they were in the van with Just Friends, but I'm just saying the tour probably in general had a rough day that day. What were you gonna say?
Yeah. Did you see that Sharia Moore, because we're talking about losing tires, they lost their tires.
They've had van troubles every night.
Literally the next day, something else happened with their van. And I was like, oh my God, get another van.
Buy a nicer piece of shit, please.
Like, I don't want anything to happen to you guys because like you just keep replacing the things that happen. I mentioned I spoke to one of them about it. Let me see what happened this time. Here we go. The battery died. What?
That's an easy fix though. Like
it is.
That's not nearly as bad as your tire blowing out or some shit on the highway.
Like literally just like breaking
just coming off. It wasn't even fucking like car.
It wasn't even like deflated or anything. It was gone. It was just not there anymore.
We don't understand cars, so it's just like the wheel just came off. I don't know the fucking.
It just wasn't there. It was just the plate thing.
Yeah, that thing.
But rim. It was just the rim. I don't know
where'd the tire go?
Exactly. The thing that
Where'd
the tire
the rubber piece go? Did you just grab fucking legs and fucking walk off, bro? Like, what's up with that?
Did somebody steal it?
So there's that. And then Bears and Trees played before Graduating Life. They were fucking great, honestly. I was shocked at how many people they drew. Like, obviously they have a big online fan base, but that doesn't always like translate to tickets. But like, holy shit, I was like, wow, there's a lot of people here that are like here for this band. And then I said hi to all of them. I spoke to Callum and Ian for a hot minute, and then Abby took pictures of us, and then Nick and George weren't at the table when I went over, so I said hi to them as I was leaving. And obviously didn't get pictures because I would have posted them on Twitter.
Yeah.
Crybaby, never heard of him. Surprisingly good though.
That's good.
Like that like upbeat groovy music. It's pretty fucking good. And then
pretty groovy.
And then that local opener, Pop Alma or whatever the fuck they were called.
Pop.
Pop. They were pretty good too. Um, so that was a fun show. And then I had said on here, I was like, oh, on Saturday I might go to the Velocity Record store and see Scary Kids Scaring Kids and Drugs, but I'm broke, so I didn't.
Oh, so you didn't? Yeah.
No. Well, I had just seen Scary Kids in September, and this tour.
Oh yeah, that was like just the other day.
Yeah, just a couple days ago. And this tour is like all of the bands on the tour besides Dead American. So 4 of the 5 bands on the tour are in the middle of album cycles. So like Scary Kids is just playing new songs off the album. And I was like, if we had an album advance for all of these bands on the lineup, I would have scraped together the cash to go. Because I'd have been like, okay, I'll be the only fucker in the crowd that knows the words to the song.
Screaming the lyrics. And they'd be like, what?
I'm like, I'm not going to go to a show to hear an album or songs off a record, a majority of the set list being off an album that like isn't even out yet, when the album's going to be out in a couple months, and then they're going to tour off it anyway. I'll just catch them when they're on that run. And then last night I saw Under Oath, Spirit Box, Bad Omens, and Stray from the Path. And by Bad Omens, it was very good. What do you want me to say? I'm an old man?
No, I was gonna say, and you saw Will.
Oh yeah, Will from Lorna Shore. He came on stage during Holy Roller, and I was like, "Holy fuck! I get to see this!" And because like it's crazy, I was there, and now it's like all over my fucking timeline. Like when I woke up this morning, it was all, "Holy shit! Will played with Spirit Box." Like, damn right he did, and I fucking watched it happen. Well, kind of. There were big people in my way, very tall people I could barely see. So I took a recording instead so I could watch it later.
Sorry, man.
It's the Starling curse, man. I always get stuck in front of fucking tall people.
You gotta go barricade, man.
I was actually very close for Under Oath because like a solid part of the crowd left after Spirit Box because they were there. Because it's just such a weird tour. Because like obviously it works musically and on paper, but it's like you're bringing 2 generations of like metal bands on tour. So it's like the kids that are into like Bad Omens and Spirit Box either don't give a fuck about Under Oath or are too young to have given a shit about them.
Yeah, but it's crazy because it feels like they're kind of in their, not, I don't want to say like they're peak now, but like they're gaining a lot of momentum now.
They're gaining a lot of momentum again, and they just put out a banging album that everyone should listen to. And it's like,
watch our interview
with Spencer. But it's like, and it's like, it's not like it's just some fucking like metal band that's just like Metal Band 7000. It's
like AC/DC.
Well,
like AC/DC's rock. Sorry.
Yeah. They're like an important part of the metalcore scene, and like even if you haven't listened to them a ton, you've definitely heard a song or two, and you've definitely heard their name before. So it's like, why wouldn't you stick around and watch it? Because they put on a fantastic live show. Yeah. So that was weird, but I was very close for Under Oath, so I didn't really give a fuck. I knew I had made a mistake by Bad Omens when my neck was in pain already an hour and a half into the show. So I'm very sore today. I'm too old for this shit.
At the age of what, 19?
Yeah, I might start going to like classic rock concerts or something to like give my neck a break. I don't fucking know. God. So yeah, that's great. All the bands were great, and I'm glad I finally got to see Spirit Box after getting snubbed by Limp Bizkit in August. And then this week, seeing fucking Bill Murray on Wednesday with
the band.
Yes, the band, Bill Murray, and Highwind will be opening. It's gonna be fun. I'll get to hear Sugar live again.
It's exciting, yeah.
Yes, and then on Friday, barring a million different fucking things, I'll see the Wonder Years. Well, maybe not the Wonder Years, but I'll see the opening bands.
Exactly. See, it's not just me.
Well, no, the thing is, it's like Sam was like, I like, can we leave after Gami? And I'm like, but I want to see Spanish love songs.
Yeah, like, you gotta see Spanish love songs.
Okay, can we leave after the Wonder Years? I'm like, fine, I guess. Through gritted teeth.
Before the Wonder Years.
Yeah. I was like, fine, I guess. And I was like, okay. I don't like, if at the end of the day, if it's like we have to leave after Gami, I just catch Spanish love songs on their headliner 2 months from now. So
with
like
Save Face.
With Save Face. So I'm not too pressed about that. Although I will be a little disappointed if I miss them, just a little bit. But I'll cope. Yeah, I saw
They
them
were
in
so good, bro.
July. They were like the reason I went to go see Rise Against, and I was like, wait a minute, Rise Against is really fucking good live too.
Yeah.
So yeah, hoping that I get to see Spanish Love Songs, Gami, and Save Face, and maybe catch a little bit or all of the Wonder Years, but
Yeah.
not the end of the
To
world.
be honest, I would have seen the Wonder Years live. I was joking about like skipping them, but then it decided to snow. And then also the venue was 2 hours away and their set is like 2.5 hours because they're playing 2 full albums. So
plus an encore.
maybe don't see the Wonder Years live for this tour because like that's like a 5-hour show. No,
That's
like four.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. Especially with all the fucking shit that we got to do to get into the venue. We'll be in like the balcony and everything. Like I could just sit down. Like my back will be fine, bro.
You're right. You got a point.
And then Saturday, the show I've only been talking about for like the past 6 months, it's finally gonna happen. I'm gonna see Mayday Parade perform my favorite pop punk album ever with Real Friends and Magnolia Park, and it's gonna be great and so much fun, and I can't fucking wait. And then the week after that, I see Point North with Concrete Castles and Sharia Moore.
The besties.
I still have to buy a ticket to that.
God, dude.
And then Wednesday after, so the next day, I see Bearings, and that the whole crazy lineup.
That's that's I'm so jealous.
And then since gas prices are going down, I might fuck around and go see Slipknot with Wage
They're
War
going down
next Saturday. Not February, April 2nd. I'll keep you guys posted on my poor decisions. Yeah, gas just like went under $4 a gallon today.
Oh wow.
So I was like, God damn, keep on going down. Get to like that $3.75 range. I'm gonna start making stupid decisions again.
Get to that $2 range, man. Let's go back.
Glory also has live shows coming up. I'm not gonna be the only one to talk about this shit.
Yeah, because I finally have stuff coming up. I have my first festival coming up. Shane's been to like a handful, a lot of Sad Summer.
I haven't gone to multiple day festivals. They're not for me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, no. I also don't have the money for that kind of shit.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm going to a festival where Tyler the Creator, well, the ones that I'm trying to see is Tyler the Creator, Trippie Redd, Kenny Hoopla. I'm very excited to see him. I'm going to get Barricade for Kenny Hoopla. It's going to be incredible. Suicide Boys and God, I don't know. Tame Impala is also there. He's a headliner for day one. Not a big Tame Impala fan, but I mean, I paid for it, so I will be for a day. But yeah, it's a massive lineup, and a lot of like it's an art festival, so there's gonna be like a lot of art installations as well, food trucks. It's gonna be really cool. Excited for that. And then next month, I have Set It Off and Sharia Moore and Shallow Pools, and then like no, I think it's just them. Those two openers because the other ones are like the other two are like for the beginning half of the tour.
No Love is on that tour too. I think he's doing all the dates. No Love for the Middle Child.
I don't think so because there are two little signs at the bottom of the tour poster.
The signs were like no Sharia Moore, no Shallow Pools, and then the oxymorons on these dates because Sharia Moore has the radius clause because of the Point North tour. We're checking.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I stared at this poster a long time to figure out if I could make any of these dates work.
Are you gonna try and get like Philly?
No, because well, I might go to Philly anyway because I want to see Set It Off headline, but I won't be able to make any of the dates that our friends are playing because Sharia Moore and Shallow Pools both aren't playing in Philly, and only Shallow Pools is playing in New York, and I don't think you could pay me to go to New York.
Wow. So I'm really winning right now.
You are.
I am. Wow. Yeah. And then I'm also seeing Ice Nine Kills immediately after. I'm seeing them the day after I see Set It Off. So I'm very excited to see how that works out. And if I have the voice to scream along to all of Ice Nine Kills set list. Well, all the ones I know.
Their set list is short anyway. All the bands.
It is. What's up with that? I bought it just for them. And then I'm playing like 2 songs.
It's a triple headliner. I don't know what like
cut off Lil Azar and cut Black Veil Bride's set just entirely.
I was like not sure how long the sets were gonna be, but if Motionless in White cuts their fucking set any shorter, motherfuckers are gonna be the opener.
They should just if they're playing like 7 songs.
At this point, it's like 8 songs.
Like, what's up with that? Who made that decision?
Atticus was like, our friend Atticus was like, it's because Chris talks a lot. I'm like, yeah, I know Chris talks a lot. I've seen them like 3 times already. Just tell him to shut the fuck up.
Turn off his mic when he starts his own little monologues, and then turn it back on when the song starts.
If he starts talking too much, the drummer should just start playing the next song.
Just over him. Yep,
so
guess the song's starting.
That's a thing right there. But yeah, I also have that show next month. So that's very exciting. I'm trying to make New York work. That's about one of the only shows that you could make me go to New York for. Like, you wouldn't have to pay me to go. So I'm seeing if that'll be at all possible. Just because I'm like, as much as like I'm stoked to experience it at all, if I can experience it twice, why the fuck wouldn't I?
Exactly. No, never mind. I already offered that, and you said no.
I'm not going to Virginia. because
the last date.
No, the problem is that it's that show, and then I think I've got Black Veil Brides in Jersey doing the radio festival the day after, and then the day after that I'm going to see Beartooth, Silverstein, The Devils Wear Prada, and Era, and I'm not missing that show either because I'm too tired from being in Virginia 2 days prior. So I'll do New York. New York is also 4 hours closer.
Dude. Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I get that. Oh, and then I'm also seeing Spanish love songs, but that's like May.
Yeah.
Something. But I just bought the tickets, so I'm going to celebrate now.
Well, if we're talking about shows we're going to see in May.
Okay.
Limp Bizkit, bro. I got my I have standing room for an arena. That's a first for me.
For an arena.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's because the standing room and the shitty seats for some reason were the same price. I've thought about it more, and I'm like, there might be a reason for that.
Yeah.
I'll find out in May. So
that doesn't make any. I don't understand that because you're still closer to the stage. Yeah, I guess a seat, but
it's like. The seats it's weird because they're playing Madison Square Garden and they're selling the whole arena. But in the fucking place they're playing in Atlantic City, it's like the seats on the side aren't being sold. So they're only selling the seats in the back and the corners. And then, so the seats in the very back are $59.
This sounds like a Fred Durst idea. He thought really hard about this. And then like
the seats in the middle of like the sections like here are $79. And then the front rows of that are $99, and then standing room is $59, but the VIP standing room is $100, and it makes absolutely no sense. It's just close. It's just like a blocked off part of the pit. That's
so it's just a different pit.
No, it's like it's a blocked off part. They like block off the middle half of it for a little bit, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And then I clicked buy because I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna jump around, I guess.
Dude, get barricades so you can like get like Fred Durst like sign your forehead or something.
Fred Durst sign my chest.
Get it tattooed. One and only tattoo.
And on that note, we do have music to talk about. It was honestly a pretty light week. We've been saying that the past couple of weeks though.
Well, last week was like the playlist was like 6 hours.
And last week was pretty much just set it off in a bunch of singles.
True, yeah, but this was 3 hours.
Yeah, this was short.
Pretty good.
Landmarks dropped a deluxe edition of their album Lost in the Waves. We spoke to them about this.
We did,
as well as like diving into the album itself because we didn't chat with them about that.
No, so it was a 2-in-1.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have already spoken about the album, and obviously we both thought it was amazing. Even Glory did, which is crazy.
I did enjoy it.
But these 3 new tracks on here, there were also live tracks, but those we would just be like, they're live tracks. That's cool.
Live tracks. What else do you want us to say?
Yeah. So, but these 3 new tracks, bro, Death, I think is better than any song that was on the actual album that like made the record. Death is insane.
Yeah.
But all of these songs are fucking great.
I said it in the interview, but Suffocate was my favorite. You said Death was your favorite, so I'm just saying Suffocate.
Yes.
There you go.
It's also like they like cracked the code or something. Like I thought, like now that I thought about it more, it's like it's so obvious that everyone should do this. They put the bonus tracks in the front of the album, and he said like we did this so that people would actually listen to it. And it's like I feel like they like cracked the code or something, because it's like every band should be doing this with their deluxe albums. Like just put the tracks in the front. Granted, if you put live tracks on the album, throw those at the bottom. Like
which is what they did.
Yeah, we don't want to listen to the whole fucking your whole live session before we get to the album. But like the new songs, I hear those, man. Just throw them at the top.
Exactly. It's actually really smart, because once you finish those tracks, then it's like what you already know starts playing. You're like, well, I'm already here,
so I'll finish
so
it.
I might as well just listen to the album again. It's perfect. As you said, they cracked the code. Album was very good. Deluxe tracks made it even better. And they said it in the interview, like, we didn't think it was complete before. We just kind of had a deadline and we just, published the album, but this is what they were building up to, and this is what the actual album should have been. So there you go. Watch our interview for more. It was a lot of fun. Breathe Atlantis dropped new album Overdrive.
We also spoke to them about this album. You go watch that for more information about the album.
Ooh, yeah.
Fucking this album was great, honestly. Front to back, side to side,
left to right.
Yeah, fucking
that's side to side.
Straight up bangers, bro. But it was a different version of side to side, so it's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely banging. I really enjoyed this album.
I also enjoyed this album. As Shane said before, go watch our interview. It was a lot of fun.
Gloria enjoyed this album so much, she put it on the playlist.
I saw it and I was like, yo!
I was like, wow, Gloria really liked that album. She wants to talk about it.
I did. It was a really good album.
It was.
Straight up.
Oso Oso put out a new album.
Oso.
Sore Thumb. Dude, this album was really good.
We did not talk to Oso Oso.
Not yet, but if you'd like to come on the podcast, you have an open invitation to do so.
Come on the podcast. I don't understand how we haven't spoken to you guys yet, but better late than never.
I don't think they've even put anything out since we started the fucking podcast, so that's probably how.
Really?
Yeah, 2019. So that's how.
Wow.
So if you'd like to come on, you have an open invitation.
You're welcome to. This album was very good. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I thought it was, I'm like, this is good, but I genuinely thoroughly enjoyed the album.
Father Tracy on the album, I really liked the the instrumentals on the track and like what they did with it, like the fucking cowbell and shit. I think it's that song. I could be wrong, but the song that like had the cowbell and shit on, I was like, what the fuck? But this all kind of works.
It's kind of groovy.
Still kind of tripped up a little bit by the Youngblood-esque intro on Pensacola. It's like the fifth or sixth time I've listened to the song too, and I'm still tripped out by it. I'm like, oh my god,
who put the
is the album over and now the Youngblood's on the fucking playlist all of a sudden?
Yeah, he released another track. No,
he didn't release an 80s butt rock song this time.
Okay, all right.
You know I'm right. But yeah, no, this album was great.
Weezer dropped a new album, Seasons, Spring.
So this was EP/album 1 of 4. Weezer is putting out 4 albums, one to correspond with each season. Comes out on the first day of each season. I heard like nothing but negative things about this, and by nothing but negative things, I saw like 1 or 2 tweets on the timeline that says the new Weezer EP sucks shit, and I was like, well, it's Weezer. So I kind of formulated my whole opinion off that before even listening to it, and I was like, oh, well, it's Weezer. Hopefully it's not as bad as that one song on Van Weezer where he talks about getting pumped up or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it was, I'm not even gonna repeat it, but yeah, that one.
But I was pleasantly surprised by this. Outside of the opening track, because I felt like he was gonna like become the Berries and Cream Man and like shoot out of my fucking radio.
See, yeah, I was getting more of a The Hobbit, like the Where They Live. I was getting that kind of vibe from it, and I was like, this is what the album is, count me out, because absolutely not. I'm gonna listen to some folk, like I don't know,
album.
Bagpipe. Well, actually, Bagpipe isn't even folk, but you know what I'm talking about, like that type of thing.
Folk Weezer album, count me out.
Count me out, man. But then they actually went back into Weezer, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was just like what 7 or 8 upbeat Weezer tracks, and like honestly, bro, sign me up for that shit. I'm here for that every day of the week.
I'll take another one.
Yeah. Well, we are getting 3 more. Of maybe not as upbeat. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the spring one could beat out the summer one, unless Rivers like writes a really depressing summer EP. I don't know.
God.
But I think the concept is cool, and out of like every possible rock band that could do this, Weezer is the band to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they keep up the not sucking.
Yeah. I hope Panic at the Disco releases one of these. That'd be good.
I hope Panic at the Disco just releases something.
I'd love to see Panic at the Disco on this list.
First and Forever put out a new EP, Till Death Do Us Part. Bro, fucking banger?
Absolutely banging.
Banger alert?
Mm-hmm.
Banger?
Banger alert?
Banger alert? Dude, this EP is so fucking good.
It was.
We didn't speak to Alex, I think, about this EP, but the first one. So you can go watch that.
Go watch that one for insight on
the first EP.
Not this one, though.
Not the one we're talking about, but the first one.
First one.
But this EP was great. Not like the first EP was a little bit more like darker sounding.
Mm-hmm.
This one like wasn't nearly as edgy, I thought. But that didn't like mean that it sucked or anything. I thought it was great front to back, and like I granted accidentally listened to the middle track on the album on the EP like 4 or 5 times because I listened to it last night before I went to bed, and then I woke up this morning, listened to it again, forgetting that I had listened to it last night, and then I like halfway through it accidentally hit a different song on the playlist, so then I had to go back and listen to the song again all the way through.
Wow.
So I heard that song a lot. It's very good. I would probably say it's my favorite because I've heard it so many times.
Because you listened to it like 20 times, yeah.
So, that song's banging, bro, but so is the whole EP. Come back on the podcast, please. We had a blast.
Please, yeah. This EP has potential to be a classic, at least in my rotation. I did thoroughly enjoy it. I don't know. That's the second time I've used that word today.
Honestly, this band like has the potential to become like a classic band or like a legendary band. Just like it just like gives that energy, and like Alex has like that like star power almost, and it's like you just like this band is gonna be big one day.
It's gonna be big and banging.
Big and banging.
Yeah. The C4 Cinema released a cover. I didn't know it was a cover, but the cover art does look like it would be a cover. Of a song called "A Favor House Atlantic."
Covered by Coheed and Cambria. I had to look it up before this. Because I saw they posted it on Instagram, and they're like, "Oh, we put out a cover of one of our favorite songs or whatever." I was like, "Oh, cover, Now I'm like, "Oh shit, Glory put it on the playlist. I guess I got to find out who it's by now." Coheed. But
interesting.
The song was very good. Haven't heard the original that I know of though.
No.
So this
Why did I think you were a
awkward.
Coheed and Cambria stan?
Because I saw them live with The Used.
That's.
I only listened to the 10 songs on their set list, and I can tell you this song was not on their set list.
Oh,
Rats would have been perfect though.
It would have been, yeah.
But yeah, this track was great. Honestly, just talking about it to say go listen to the C4 Cinema. They put out an album in November. They're pretty banging, and they're actually.
And we spoke to.
We spoke to them, Justin.
So go watch our interview with C4 Cinema.
And they're on tour with the Amity Affliction right now. They're actually hitting New Jersey, and I was like. I just remembered that now, and I was like, maybe I'll go because they're playing my favorite venue in Asbury too. So like, maybe I'll go.
I think you should go.
I don't know what date it's on. I might have something else, but if I don't have anything else going on, maybe I'll go. Maybe.
I'm gonna see.
Maybe I'll figure it out.
You can move on to the next thing.
Spanish Love Songs put out like a reimagined version of Losers 2. They call it the Etc. version. They've got a deluxe version of their album coming out. It's gonna be called the Etc. version, I think, or something along those lines. This is
April 11.
I don't have my calendar in front of me. I think that's like a Monday, Tuesday,
I don't know,
something like that.
No podcast.
Yeah, we might have to cancel it. I don't know. But this Losers and Losers 2 are great tracks, and this is such a cool like rendition of Losers 2. Honestly. I'm very excited for like the full package to come out, the deluxe edition of this record. And I'm sure you're like a Spanish love song stan now, bro.
I am. I did like their album because we spoke Spanish love songs.
This is just a podcast of our podcast is just us promoting interviews that have been out for 6 months already.
Oh, but we spoke to Spanish love songs about their album. Brave Faces everyone. It's either everyone or everybody. I know I said the wrong one of those in the interview, and he was like, "No, it's okay though." And I was like, Grr.
And then Glory texted me after, "I'm fucked up," and I was like, "It's okay."
Yeah. But anyways, we spoke Spanish love songs.
We did.
And I did enjoy the album, but I didn't really come back to it. But I had to listen to them a lot. Well, not had to. I wanted to listen to them a lot, so I knew the songs when I went to see them at the Save Face, Gami, the Spanish love songs, and the Wonder Years tour. Didn't stay for the Wonder Years, so that's why I named off the bands that I did see. And they're ridiculously good. And Losers 2 is actually my favorite song off the album now, and they played it live. So when this came on, I was like, "Oh, this is their best song." So I enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah,
That's very good.
Why do I have this one? I don't want to. I'm switching it. Yours truly put out a single, Lights On.
This fucking song bangs so hard. I was like, cause like, spoke to them about their album. You can go watch that. Okay, well, we got the plug out of the way. They put out the Walk on Your Grave song, I think is what it was called. It might be Walk on My Grave, but I think it was Walk on Your Grave. And like that song was good and all. But I was like, I don't know. Like I like it, but like that's about it. This song, I'm like, what the fuck is in here? I'm fucking digging this so much. I've listened to it like 4 or 5 times since it came out already. I'm like, put out the fucking album. Let's go. The 2 singles stacked. Let's just put it out already. Send it to us. I'm stoked, man. Can you tell I'm fucking excited? The song was great.
Yeah, it was very good song. I don't know. They bang. Come back on the podcast.
Open invitation.
Yeah, there you go.
Machine Gun Kelly and Bring Me the Horizon put out a new single, Maybe. I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I certainly said it to you. This Bring Me the Horizon feature was either going to be the best track on the album, that comes out this Friday, by the way, or
the album?
Yes, the mainstream sellout. Or the worst song on the album. This song is so forgettable. It honestly upset me. Had to I listened through the singles like a second time just because it's like I want to make sure I remember them enough to talk about them on here.
Yeah.
I had to listen to this song multiple times, not because I wanted to, but because I had to fucking remember. And like honestly, as I'm talking about it, I'm struggling to like remember anything from the song. I honestly thought, like, obviously we know fucking Machine Gun Kelly has the vocal cords of a fucking washcloth.
Washcloth, a dry washcloth, a damp washcloth.
Definitely a dry washcloth.
Yeah. But not like just out of the dryer.
No,
dry,
it's been sitting
like kind
for a
of
while.
like it's been sitting. So it's kind of like you take it off of the thing and it's still like holding its shape. It's kind of crusty.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yes.
Yeah. I hate him.
So I was like, I didn't expect much from him, but when I saw Ollie was on the song, I was like, okay, he's gonna drop like some big, some scream or whatever, and he just kind of like sang, and like that's fine because he does that very well, but it's like over the basic Travis Barker drum beat with the fucking guitars and shit, and just like it's just so forgettable, and it's weird that like Machine Gun Kelly put out an album that I didn't think was half bad and has put out nothing but shit since then. Paper Cuts was boring. Emo Girl is Emo Girl.
Love Race is the best song ever.
Love Race, thankfully, isn't on the album.
It's gonna be on the deluxe.
With fucking, or A, whatever the fuck it's called, with Lil Wayne is the best song on the album. It's a fucking rap song, or best single so far. And this song with Bring Me the Horizon is forgettable. So don't have high hopes for this one.
No, not at all. I was also taken aback because I saw Bring Me the Horizon on the track and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be heavy, and it's Ollie's gonna carry, obviously. And then it's like it started and I was like, oh. Ew.
I didn't even like get like an ick factor from listening to it. I just gotta like, this song is fine, and like I moved on to the next one and like tried to remember anything from the song and just couldn't. Like literally sat here and like racked my brain, like turned the fucking music off and just like sat here to think about it. And I was like, I didn't get a single thing from this song.
Yeah.
So like honestly, I'm hoping that that's not how the album goes, but with everything that's come out, I feel like the only memorable song is going to be Emo Girl right now, and not for the right reasons.
No. Yeah, this track sucked because it's literally it's the most basic pop punk track that you can make, where it doesn't have any flourishes or anything that makes it memorable. As you said, you can't even remember anything from it. So it's literally just it's awful. And I wish Ollie didn't sing on it. Like, he's a good singer, but that's not what he's known for, Well, so it's I don't know. They could have made it so much better if Ollie, put some rough vocals or screams. Yeah. I don't care. If they put a breakdown on this, it would have made it a trillion times better. But that's still very low bar because it's Machine Gun Kelly.
Ollie Sykes has done like pop features too, like he did in Olivia O'Brien song. And like that song was fucking fantastic. So it's like the man can do pop punk features and like kill it. I just think the song wasn't that good to begin with.
But I'm also looking at the song he did with what's his name, the Shape of You.
Oh, fucking
Redhead.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. There you go. I was thinking Teddy's photo. See, that's his Instagram, but his name's not Teddy. I don't know. No, his name's Ed. Anyways, but like he did Scream on that. He was the rough vocals on that, and that was a pop song turned metal. So
turned complete
that's
chaos.
What he's
that
known
song is
for.
So good. Yeah,
it's exactly. And you can remember that. We're not Ed Sheeran. Well, I like Ed Sheeran, but we're not like an Ed Sheeran podcast.
You want to be?
So it's odd. No, I couldn't do that. If he does a metalcore era, yes,
okay,
but
cool.
Pop, I don't know that he wasted his shot with Ollie. Is my opinion. He could have killed this song.
He did didn't. Kill it.
Yeah. Simple Plan. Drop a new single. Congratulations.
The song was actually pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised at how banging this song was. Banging. They got an album coming out on May 6th. Honestly, just teensy bit excited.
Just a teensy.
Because the singles have been pretty banging so far. So I have high hopes. High hopes. I don't want to sing any more than that. Scary Kids Scaring Kids and Spencer from Ice Nine Kills put out a new single, Nightmare. Honestly, the track was pretty fucking good. Honestly, pretty excited for the album. Honestly, I'm kind of digging the whole like different vocalists on each song kind of thing. What? I
was very hesitant when you shared the track list and you're like, look, it's a different vocalist on every track, and I was like, oh god. Why would they?
They picked great vocalists for each song, though.
They did, but it's still just kind of like, wow, that is overwhelming because it's a different person. Like, everybody's going to bring. It's basically a collaborative album because everybody's going to bring a little bit of their own influence. So every song isn't going to sound like a Scary Kids scaring kids track. It's going to sound like influenced of Ice Nine Kills or influenced of Dead American, even though I'm pretty sure he's the vocalist already, right?
Well, he did the last tour, but he's not doing this one because he's playing with Dead American. Well, that tour just ended, so he didn't do this tour because he was doing vocals for his band.
On that tour with Scary Kids.
Yeah.
I think they just performed in Virginia last night or either tonight. I don't know. They're in Virginia.
The tour ended last night, so... But yeah, they were just on the East Coast, so definitely like within the last week or so, yeah.
Yeah, but that's silly. But hey, the song was good. So, still a little nervous about it, but
I'm very excited for the album.
It'll definitely keep it interesting. There'll definitely be, as I said, like a lot of variety in the album, so it won't sound like mush, but it also could be a little too busy. I don't know.
I mean,
Since
at least before we move on to that point, albeit we've only heard 2 songs off the album, I think that like so far they've done great job at picking people, because like Little Lotus does his thing. Spencer, we've talked about a lot of songs that Spencer's been on, and I think that he does a great job of being powerful on the song and like, you know, doing his thing, but not like bringing in too much of like Ice Nine Kills and that horror shit. He just kind of, he's got that voice. He fucking he sings, he does his thing, and like that's it. Like he doesn't be like, we should add a part where I say I'm gonna kill you in the middle of it, you know, like
because that's all of his songs.
that is Ice Nine Kills in a nutshell. So it's like he adjusts so well to like any song that you put him on. So I'm curious to see if it happens for all the vocalists, because some of the vocalists on this album don't do nearly as many features as someone like Little Lotus or Spencer. So there's that. It should be interesting.
Yes, definitely. Sun Sleeper dropped new single, In the Clouds.
Fucking banging.
I really enjoyed this track.
Yeah. We gotta get a move on, man. We got places.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's why I kind of shortened that one.
Our Last Night put out a new single, FEAR. What does that spell? Fear. And this track was pretty banging. It's, you know, a standard non-cover Our Last Night song. And honestly, it was pretty fucking banging, as I just said. So, yeah.
Pretty banging. Muse dropped new single, Compliance. Not a big fan of Muse, but I did enjoy this track.
Yeah, I haven't listened to much Muse at all. It's been like this song and the last single that we spoke about, and then any other Muse I've listened to has been not on purpose. So this song's fucking groovy, man. I was like, I was listening to this for the first time, like while I was driving, and I was like, ooh boy. I'm like, holy shit, this is good. That's such a good song. Holy shit. It's stuck in my head, unlike that fucking Machine Gun Kelly song. 8 Graves put out a new single, Middle of Hell. This song, good.
We spoke to 8 Graves.
We've spoken to them twice, actually.
Twice. So take your pick.
And the last one, I was so hyped up on caffeine that it's probably really entertaining.
It was a good one. It's a really good.
I should start drinking more caffeine.
Yeah, come on, man. But yeah, we spoke to them. This track is very good. We didn't talk to them about this track.
Not yet,
but
at least.
It was good.
Yeah.
The Unlikely Candidates dropped new single, Sunshine. We spoke to the Unlikely Candidates. Not about this track.
A very long time ago.
That was like our biggest one when we were
at the time, yeah.
We were like, oh my god, this is gonna, you know, change the game. And it didn't.
You guys are welcome to come back on the podcast, though. You have an album coming out, and we'd love to talk to you again.
We would. But ignore this about what I'm about to say. This gave me Imagine Dragons.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
I knew you were gonna say that, but I took it anyways. It was Imagine Dragons for me, which isn't like.
I thought you compared it to Coldplay in the group chat, or was it? I don't know. I thought you did. Like I thought.
No, I said.
Okay, listen. I don't think that Imagine Dragons is like inherently an insult, though.
It is.
Maybe you think it is, but I don't think necessarily that it is, because Imagine Dragons, albeit a little annoying, got some bangers, bro.
They do. And
this song is a fucking banger. So I don't give a shit if it sounds like Imagine Dragons, if it sounds like Coldplay, if it sounds like the most radio pop single ever. It fucking bangs. So that's all that matters to me.
That's fair.
And I'm very excited for the album. I'm sure they're like, yes, it's been a long time coming, but like as someone that's been listening to them for a long time, I'm just like, damn, it's been a long time, because it's like they like started putting out singles a little bit faster, and then they like stopped, and then they like put out another one, and then they just stopped completely for like a year, and I was like, man, it's finally time, let's fucking go.
Yeah, it's about time.
Kenny Hoopla put out a new single, Dirty White Vans.
Woo!
Fucking banger, bro.
I love Kenny Hoopla. I have become a Kenny Hoopla stan recently, and I'm proud of it. As I mentioned before, I'm seeing him on Friday. I think Friday or Saturday. I don't know. But this song banged, and I hope he plays it live because it banged. Did you say your piece already?
I said it banged, I think. I forgot.
I forgot too.
Yeah,
I know you said something, but I don't know if it was your.
Since I introduced the song, I most likely said that it bangs. But yes, it bangs. He's going to be in Jersey soon, and I'm like, can I go? But I'm thinking that it's on the same day as I'm contemplating making a very poor financial decision and seeing Slipknot. So tossed up in the air here.
Oh, that's Corn.
That's Disturbed.
I was going for Twist.
Oh, I thought
I just cut off. No, I was going for the.
Yeah, that's Corn.
No, that's crazy. Okay, Matt's dropped a new single. I'm so dope.
You are very dope. You're very cool.
I know. Wait, are you talking to me?
Not you. I'm talking to Matt.
Well, I am too.
Glory's dope too.
Thank you. So are you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We spoke to Matt's, but it's not out, so you can't watch it.
It's not out yet. It'll be out soon though. Yeah.
But this was my favorite song.
Off of the thing?
The Thing. Off The Thing. This was my favorite
thing that's
song.
Not out yet. It's announced, but it's not out yet.
Okay, this was my favorite thing off the record.
So yeah, this song was very good. Very excited to put the interview out. It was a good one.
It was a very good one.
And last but not least, Hey I Love You put out a new single, Intrusive Thoughts Only. This band just keeps on getting better with every fucking thing they put out.
It's only? Why did I put always?
It's only?
It's always.
It's always?
Yeah, you said only.
Oh, my bad. Intrusive Thoughts Always. It was there. I just read it wrong. I just word vomited it out. That's my bad. Anyways.
Rename it, guys.
Yes, because I fucked it up once. This band just keeps on getting better with fucking everything they put out. It's crazy. We spoke to them about their last EP. Not about this yet.
Nope.
We will have them back on though. So
eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yes, we will have them back.
Yes.
We just don't have anything scheduled right now. Come back on the pod. But yeah, this was very good. I loved their last EP. It was an EP. I absolutely loved that one with all the what is it, 4-bit, 6-bit, one of the bits. 8-bit. God, I wasn't even close. One of the 8-bit. No, but it was
numbers.
Yeah, number bit. I loved those little things, the little game noises. But I really enjoyed this track as well. You guys are killing it. That's it.
That is all of the topics that we have today. So you can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every single audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Glory has your Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, your important plugs, and then we're going to sign off super fast because we got places to be and people to talk to tonight.
Exactly. More interviews to plug during our podcast.
Later on down the line.
Thank you to Patreon. Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. You guys rock. Thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Kahadli, Sam, and Matt from Pulses again. Matt, you kill it every time. You rock. Thank you so much. Wait, give me a second. Okay. Important plugs. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Wear your masks at shows. For some reason, mask mandates have left because numbers are going down, so that means COVID's gone. No, COVID numbers are going to go back up. Please just wear your mask if you can. If you're in at least an indoor show, it's just common courtesy, I would say. Get your vax if you can. Be a nice person.
And watch out for those allergies. They've been fucking Glory up all day.
Dude, I've been
allergies are back in full swing, bro.
Oh, I'm dying.
So I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. We'll see you next week. Talk about God only knows what. Goodbye.
More who's the guy that just released the B-sides? Corey motherfucking Taylor. More Corey motherfucking Taylor.
Absolutely not, but more Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh,
so tune in next week for that. Bye.